A lot of people teach that once you're adopted, in the spiritual sense, in the Christian sense, there's some like cultural practice that people allude to, and it might be true and it might not be true. Once you're adopted, you can't be disowned, you can't be disinherited, you can't say, oh, you're no longer my child. But let's take a closer look at Romans 8. There's no condemnation in those who are in Christ, who walk not according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. Verse 1. Verse 4, it goes back to that idea as well. Walk according to the Spirit and not the flesh. Verse 12 says, therefore, brethren, we are debtors not to the flesh, to live according to the flesh. For if you live according to the flesh, you will die. But if by the Spirit you put to death the deeds of the body, you'll live. For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, these are sons of God. I used to argue that once you're a child of God, you're always a child of God, but you can stop believing, fall from grace, lose salvation. But in the context of Romans 8, those who are in Christ and walk according to the Spirit, compared to those who are in Christ and walk according to the flesh, those who walk according to the flesh, who are in Christ, will die. If you're in Christ and walking according to the flesh, you're not walking according to the Spirit. If you're not walking according to the Spirit, then you're not a son of God. You are no longer a son of God. So smack dab in the middle of Romans 8, which people allude to at the beginning or the end to say there's no condemnation out of context, or talk about persecution out of context. A Christian, a brethren, can walk according to the flesh and die spiritually, and no longer be considered a child of God because they have completely rebelled against him and sought after the things of the flesh rather than the things of the Spirit.